Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters interviews of candidates for the Charter Review Commission. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Cindy Madigan, and my guest is Jessica Rienstra, who is running for the Charter Review Commission from District 3. We are asking all the candidates for this office the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers are timed. All candidate video responses will remain on our website until after the elections on November 5th, 2024. Candidate Rienstra, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office. Our first question is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from the other charter review candidates in your district?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor to be here. And that's an excellent question. I have not met each one of the candidates yet. I have heard from some of them and talked to some of them. And so I think what I can offer is to share about myself and offer information so that voters can make that decision on their behalf. And so, yeah, again, I'm running for Charter Review Commission in our community in District 3. I was born and raised in Whatcom County, again, the ancestral homeland of Nooksack, Lummi, and other Coast Salish peoples who have been its stewards since time immemorial. I live in Nooksack, Washington, and I came to be on this land via my grandfather, who moved to the area as a dairy farmer in the 40s after serving in the U.S. Army in World War II. He was a Union member, American Legion member, U.S. Forest Service member. My parents both worked in the school districts. And so I have this really long legacy of coming from a line of folks who are really well acquainted with hard work, dedicated to the service of their communities, and know how to persevere during hard times, and truly instilled in me a love for my neighbors and for nature at a really young age. I work as a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I worked in healthcare for the last 18 years and started as a nursing assistant. And I want to shout out to all the nursing assistants out there. That is a hard job. So thank you for the work that you do. Then progressed to become a LPN, worked in pediatrics in Madagascar, worked as an RN at Lummi Tribal Health Center, went on to finally complete my bachelor's and my master's, and now work for the Northwest Portland Area Indian Health Board, and get to serve the 43 federally recognized tribes in Washington, Idaho, and Oregon. And I'm really passionate about ensuring accessible, destigmatized, and intentional healthcare for everybody. And I think a lot of those working values will translate well to advocating for my community in this manner.
Thank you. That's kind of a, hold on one second, change that. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, your second question is, polls show Americans are frustrated with polarization in political dialogue. Tell us about an experience in which you have worked effectively with someone with a different approach, different values, or goals that are different from your own.
Yeah, that's another great question. Thank you. I think, conflict is just this very common part of our human experience. And I think I do face it often and a lot. I've had the opportunity to work in a variety of locations with different cultures and traditional ways, different countries. And so conflict is not uncommon. I also have a really diverse family of different political views, as well as belief systems, and just thinking about engaging in some of these more impassioned conversations that can sometimes, feel quite frustrating. But thinking about some of these concepts for conflict, when we in the psychology realm, conflict isn't a negative thing. It can be a really positive construct for change and for growth. And so I think just really how I personally handle these conflicts would be, ensuring that I'm staying respectful of everybody that's involved, if there needs to be time or space, giving that conversation the time and space that it deserves to be handled correctly. Not to ignore or put off, but again, just allowing everybody to come to a place where they're feeling calm and safe to have their opinions heard. And then really, and maybe most importantly, like approaching the situation with really genuine curiosity. You know, we each have such a unique life experience that builds our belief systems and our opinions. And so wanting to know, you know, why is this opinion different? What can I learn? How can we find commonalities that might unify us? Because I know once we find those unifying factors, such as serving our community, we can move mountains and really make some amazing things happen in our local government.
Thank you. And your third question is, if elected, what issues would you focus on during the charter review process?
Yeah, if elected, some issues that I would like to address and discuss with the commission. Certainly, one would be ranked choice voting for county offices when appropriate, which I think would allow for folks to kind of vote for their preferred candidate without worrying about wasting a vote. Also really would promote more positive campaigning, and again, kind of reflecting the voters' true preference and expressing their preferences more fully than in a system where they can just choose one candidate. And I really would love to see like the beautiful diversity of thought represented in how we're able to interact with government and be able to express, you know, what we really want to see happen and how that can change. I would love to see community engagement outreach increase and ensure that all community members have access and ability to participate in discussions and decision-making at county meetings, hearings, public gatherings. Especially in District 3, it's very widespread. There's, you know, it covers a lot of area. It's a beautiful place to live, but oftentimes ensuring that everybody is reached and that education and information is made available to everybody can be challenging. But I definitely believe that access to that education is what's going to empower us to make these informed decisions that are right for us, for our families and our communities. And that could include expanding voter access by ensuring that landlords post registration information on properties, you know, having more community meetings, ensuring multiple translations are available to voter information pamphlets. And again, just ensuring that all of the goals that we work on for charter review align with respecting and protecting Indigenous treaty rights.
Great, thank you. Once again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and values. Viewers, please remember to vote by November 5th. Ballots sent by mail must be postmarked by that date. Ballots placed in drop boxes must be submitted by 8 p.m. that day. For more information, please visit votewa.gov. Thank you.
Thank you so much.